Welcome to a casted game of Age Mythology, and we've got the brand new Japanese Pantheon that we're going to be checking out today. This is a casted game live on the ladder, Gabu versus John Arbiter, and they are both playing as Amaterasu. So as this is a new civilization for most of you, we'll be going over some of the things that make it unique as we review the game. I hope you guys are enjoying this Heavenly Spear DLC. Right out here out of the gate, you're gonna notice, what is this unit? It is a Miko. It is a priestess, can build these shrines next to some natural resources. And the Miko gathers favor. This is how the Japanese get favor, by working at the shrine. And with another bonus you're going to see here, look at this wood. It's actually going up in value. That's a bonus it's getting from the shrine that's nearby. So a little specialty. God power we have starting out in the first age, it's going to be solar shield. So it makes units temporarily invulnerable. You can use it on a unit of your choice. And that's kind of our opening there. We're going to see over here, we've got the little scout that's going to be the Kitsune. And this thing just runs around, does its scouting, and it also will boost the speed of nearby units. So a nice little bonus there. Let's see what Gabu's doing over here. It's building the temple. We also do see a shrine and a Miko as well. You can train these at the town center. That's where you're going to train the Miko. They cost 50 food, I believe. Just over in this, tell you, yeah, 50 food. You can see you can build shrines. You have to click on the actual building itself. They cost 75 wood. Have a few unique upgrades that you can gather as well, grab as well. But that's what's going on now. John actually did go for a double shrine opening. Going to be putting it back here on the wooden berries. So going to be buffing these up. So investing in some early favor. I wonder if we're going to see maybe a little bit of a myth unit rush out of John. Gabu already has his temple constructed. I'm assuming going to be aging up a little faster. See what he does as he goes up here to the next age. See if I remember all my hotkeys. Okay, that hotkey made everybody disappear. Okay, that was almost it. Oh, I'm speed up here. There we go. Okay, we're back to normal speed. Let's just do that. There we go. See, I think I have this just explored. Okay. It's been a minute, so I'm trying to remember all of my my hotkeys here, so bear with me. Okay, so we do see John is, or rather, Gabu is already aging up ahead of time, which is not a surprise as he does not have two shrines like John does. The question will be, is that extra favor going to pay off? How is it planning to use it? You can use that myth units. You also can use it to train heroes. Japanese have a lot of different ways to get heroes. And as we're aging up here, we'll see what option it is. It's actually Ame no Izumi, goddess of dawn and arts, which is focused on Miko and on infantry. You see this bar right here, the Bushido tier. This is a big mechanic for the Japanese. As you gain experience here, it will actually, as you hit like the second tier, it'll give you all of your medium upgrades for free. You can do the heavy champion right as the ages, and you get this Bushido experience is going to be coming from soldiers. You're going to have special soldiers, your samurai and your units out of the dojo that will help generate some of that experience. With Amaterasu, you also get a gold trickle, so that's something to consider. So you can get those upgrades for free if you go that route. Okay, we see John is also aging up. Both of them going with the same god, so this is going to be a mirror so far. And this is what you get. You get this Kamatachi, which is a fun little unit when you go up to the second age. So probably looking for to do some kind of raiding. Maybe coming out here to harass the other Kitsune. It's kind of interesting to have such a wide route. God power, by the way, available is the Goshin Boku, which is a tree that will bring your fallen myth units back to life. You can get up to 2 of them in queue. It does take time to still build them, but it's something you can get. Okay, look at this. John's already upgrading his Kamatachi, and he also already has trained another one. So as we kind of figured, he was farming some early favor. He's going for some harassment. I like this move. He builds his Goshin Boku tree, so if those die in battle, they will respawn back here, or rather get queued back here. So he could go take these 2, raid, lose them, not a big deal. They'll come back. So I think this is going to be a common strategy you're going to see with these. I think Gaboo has built additional shrines in transition. Yeah, we actually do see, look, 1, 2, 3 shrines. So it also could be train their own myth units. I feel like a common strategy can be to make some myth units, make some samurai, and age up behind that can be a thing. If you actually look at the macro here, already has the gold age up if he chose to. Right now we do see a Onimusha in queue. This is from the dojo. This is going to be the hero unit you can get is the Onimusha. So it's good against myth units. It's just an all-around really strong unit. But you will now notice the meter has started to climb. You can see getting some experience there. Those will get a little bit of experience as you have them, especially with this civ. I can get plus 300% experience for out of combat these heroes, so that's nice. Okay, so got a little raid coming in. Not going to get that, but we do see on the other side, Gaboo also facing some raids, but going to be just fine. We actually see a Miko, even though it's a priestess, also has a little bit of attack and is a hero, so going to be just fine defending against this. I'm kind of interested to see this kiting going on. You could go back and heal them, but honestly, could just run around, try to distract some vills, maybe lose them. Not a big deal because they would train back, but decides to micro those back, keep them alive. Remember, they are upgraded. These are the Razor Wind Kamitachi. So behind this, we got a few eco upgrades coming in. On the other side, Gaboo going with a lot of cap. These are our Naginata riders that are trained at the stable, and going to see a fair amount of those. Those are going to be good against archers specifically, but also going to be good for just laying some harass on your opponent. We do see upgrade to make train and heal faster, so he is in fact doing that. He brought him back to heal him rather than waiting for him to respawn at the tree if they were to die. So just prolonging those units. Smart move, smart move. See the front of the base, we've got our dojo. We have another dojo being trained. So we're probably going to go for some more. You can get your samurai, you can get the Onimusha, you can get the shinobi in the 3rd age. Pretty good against buildings. Going to be getting an upgrade right now. Increase infantry hit points and causes fallen infantry to contribute to your Bushido. So a few different ways you can get your Bushido. It's able to defend that with the Razor Winds. Takes that fight. That Razor Wind's going to go down. Okay, the Kamitachi are fighting. Looks like this cav's not going to be enough to take this. We also do see our samurai behind here. They do have a look at this ability. They have a, I believe it's a first strike ability. Pretty annoying. You can't hover over there in the UI. But they do have an ability there. Okay, so, oh, very interesting. Look at this. So, Gaboo did lose one of the myth units, and you see this God power is going to be bringing him back slowly. So we'll train it back. So that's how that God power works out there. So Gaboo's able to get that myth unit back here in just a little bit of time. John sitting on like 1,000 gold. Food seems to be the scarcity here today. These things must cost food. Yeah, 120 food and 12 favor. Big raid coming in. Do you see this? Oh my gosh, very close to killing a bunch of villagers. Did get one. Might get some more. Let's see what happens here as they go back. That could have been a lot worse for Gaboo. Loses a few, but not the end of the world. On the other side, we do have a raid coming in. Naginata, oh man, he targeted the Mikos. So going to be slowing down that favor. Also getting a lot of villager kills. I think John's been focused on his own raiding. Also fighting against the Mikos, not ideal with these because they are heroes. Yeah, had some nice raids on both sides. I feel like it's kind of a wash a little bit. We do have this cav down on the side. Maybe could have been useful to raid during that. Right now, both players taking some hits. Gold count climbing for both. Looking like maybe they might be trying to age up. Look at this. Interesting. So, I don't know if John knows. John's paying for his medium soldiers right now, but almost has the Bushido tier, so would get it for free. So, it's kind of curious that he's deciding to pay for this right now. It's probably just a habit, but I think you should honestly wait at this point. You're going to get it for free. I mean, literally just seconds before. So wasted some resources on that upgrade. Yep, there you go. Right there. They're all medium now. So got a Bushido tier in. Gaboo's Bushido tier is on the way. Okay, just defending for right now. We got some Onimusha and Samurai sitting in base. In the few games I've watched, it's been a lot of dojo usage. Although we got dojo and I guess stable on this side as far as these go. And we have an age up there. It is. Okay. So Gaboo is aging up with Raijin, which is the god of thunder and lightning, focused on infantry and god powers. So you get the Din Din drums, the hyena mask. You also will get the heavenly barrage and thunderous presence, as well as Raiju. So you will be seeing here. Continuing to train lots of cav. So we really could hit a deadly raid at some point if he keeps building up this cav mass. Out here on the side getting berries. But I want to see what these... Oh, he already gathered them. I was kind of curious how many... You see these trees have 300 wood apiece. They've been improved from the 200 wood. I'm assuming it just is like a flat 100. I wonder if it's the same for berries as well. Okay, you see up the next age, you're going to see that myth unit, and there it is. The Raiju is this little like lightning wolf. It's really, really cool. God power I like a lot. It's Thunderburst. And I'll wait till you get to see that in action. It's a really, really cool one. So beating John up to the next age. Let's see if Gaboo goes on the attack now. Although we see John has quite a few samurai. Gonna be moving on into the base. Will they take this engagement and move in? Gonna be taking some fights against some opponent on Amusha's. Gonna be able to get that. These CG or these myth units not gonna do great. We do have a hero in the mix. See if he's able to take that down. He's actually migrating these back to keep him alive to get a little bit of healing outside of combat. We do see that invulnerability used as solar shield, so able to just keep some units alive. So he uses it on a myth unit. John uses it on his hero. Kind of makes sense that he would do that. Nice. Okay, so Gaboo is hanging on there. Gonna be able to defend that fight. Oh, I hit a button. There you go. Gaboo is making several of these Raiju. Gonna be kiting back, samurai chasing. I'm not sure how much longer John's gonna want to take this fight. We do see Bushido tier 2 for both players right now. John has kind of built a kind of a concave around his base. Pretty nice and defensive back at home. He's got enough units doing some damage. Now look at that. So that's the Yumi archers where you're seeing there. Those can be trained in the third age. So we've got the Yumi archers. This has been vulnerability once again. I'm sure if he wants to keep taking this over time. Okay, so we've got Naganatas. We got the Yumi horse archers. So an all cav focused army for right now. And John's not showing any sign of aging up at the moment. Just continuing to spam out these heavy samurai. So they're just going to be pretty good in general. They got 15% resistance to rain when you're thinking about these Yumi archers. What is that? The divine oh, they do divine damage for a second. Interesting. Okay, it's going to be taking this fight. And, you know, I haven't seen the samurai in action, but there it is. We've got the new god power in action. Yeah, it's cool to see Thunderburst. So it makes units jump. You can see every few seconds. Boom. There's this kind of like shockwave to them. They are able to escape, though. So it zones them out, but they're able to take this fight right outside the base. I feel like he needs more heroes and all these myth units, but he's dispatching them pretty good. So I'll take that back. I'm going to take this out. And John doing pretty good here for being in the second age still. Samurai are sure tough units. Not doing any raiding on the side. All the focus is here in the middle of the map. Northwest side, we do see some of those Raiju trying to go for a raid. He's able to push him out. He's got a beautiful base. Look at this. This is peak Japanese base right here. Okay, Samurai pushing in. See what he's able to do there. Villagers under the town center. He's grabbing a few of those. It actually looks like John has lost some villagers. Probably some raids are going on as we're watching some of these engagements. And the Samurai count is now dwindling. He did take the rest of this fight. And now this makes me a little bit nervous for John. He's still in the second age. Needs a lot of resources to try to get to the next age. He just lost his whole army. And Gaboo's kind of stabling here in the heroic age. Could start to go for some counterattacks. Now, do you see some of those Mythians come back to life here at the Goshinboku tree? Same thing's been happening with John as well. So there's that gold expansion he's going to need very soon. He's got about 1,000 gold left. That gold expansion could be an option. Could go to the other side, but all the options aren't close to home, that's for sure. And if you don't have a standing army, which is kind of the case here, could be tough. Now he is training it back up. Do you see more samurai? We see some more Onimusha. He's also upgrading his towers. So do that for a defensive bonus, I guess. Some low HP Mythians, but they are still kicking, at least for now. Impressed how the samurai do. I mean, they are expensive units, but yeah, they do pretty good, it seems there. 21.6 attack. The multiplier versus infantry, which there's not really much infantry here. There's a few samurai. Okay, this town center really could be huge. I mean, we're looking at this. Gaboo's already up by, what, 9 villagers. But can John stop this? This is beautiful timing. Oh, he misses it. He's going to go in for it, but I think it's going to get completed. Nope, the villagers do abandon that project. And talk about a good timing. You do see some of that special attack coming in. I think he just stopped it. I think he got it. Yeah, I don't think this will stay alive. Now, we do have raids on the other side as well. So Gaboo's going for his own raid. He's able to stop losing any villagers here back at home. He is able to stop the TC expansion. That's going to be nice. But I just worry about the villager count right now for John Arbiter. Invulnerability being used. We see just sitting on those rhinos, trolling the gold, seeing where are those expansions happening. That does keep those champion samurai very nice. He's in age 2, by the way, and has champion samurai because we're on the Bushido tier 4. So why age up? You know, you just you keep making samurai. You're gonna get your Bushido tiers. We got champion Bushido in the second age. Pretty crazy. Imagine some long... I feel like if you're playing against Japan, you don't want to play like a long, drawn-out Age 2 game against them because they can do stuff like this. Japanese mirror, it's kind of even on both sides, but he's even at Bushido Tier 3. Champion's ahead of that. This could go in his favor. Going to be looking to take out the Mythians on the front line. Takes that down. There are samurai, but these are only heavy samurai up against the champion. So John having a stronger teched army right now. Chasing down this cab, we do see that Gaboo has expanded here to the northeast side of the gold. Also still was able to get that town center out on the south side. So economy looking strong and could start to pull away. If he can hold this engagement, I feel like he'll be set up pretty nicely. John has shown no indication of dropping down additional TCs or of aging up for that matter. This cav is specifically good against archers, but just in these great numbers, he's going to be able to take out these samurai, and is able to do so. Use that invulnerability there on that last Raiju. Does a good job. Keeps it alive. And I feel like, I keep thinking like John's army just gets wiped. It's like, okay, he's in trouble now, but you know, he's got, you know, 1, 2, 3 dojos just spamming these units. These are not cheap, by the way. 105 food, 75 gold. So he's spending a lot of resources on these. But Gaboo just keeps bouncing back every single time while his economy is getting away, right? 48 food versus 30, I'm sorry, 48 villagers versus 37. So John would be behind in that regards. Maybe he's considered going for some raids, splitting his troops up on the side, and I think he might go for that now. Gonna be heading down to the south side. Gaboo just sitting back, booming, starting to add in some farms. He's feeling pretty good about things, and he should be. He's kind of in the driver's seat at this point. Got a decent sized army out here as well. Has some cav that maybe could go for some raids. Not to mention these are horse archers, so those could really cause some problems. Okay, horse archers heading out looking to find villagers, but there's nothing up here, and we do finally see John aging up to the heroic age. I don't think Gaboo is, not that I can see. No, he's getting lots of upgrades. He's getting samurai, building up his army. We see another guardhouse getting built. Close-ish game so far, I'd say. It's been some back and forths here. Of course, all these players exploring this for the first time as the DLC just came out here today. A few villagers taking hits, gonna put John even further behind in that villager race. He's gonna really regret not expanding to additional TC. He really went for a super aggressive attack, which was entertaining to watch. But it just felt like Gaboo did just fine to beat, despite all that aggression. Gaboo's been able to deliver some better raids and just really pulling away on the economy right now. Just needs to stay away from this army. I mean, take some shots as you see him doing. As you see, they'll just do a ton of damage, but doing all right for the amount of mobility. These units are so mobile, so good. I think we're gonna see a lot of hit and run tactics with these, especially against villagers and stuff. Okay, so at this point, okay, I kind of thought we might see this. John's gone up to the age 3. He can get a shogun, by the way, if he chooses to do so. It'll be a really strong unit that will also train samurai, and we do see it's used right now. Ready to use that. There he is. There's that shogun. So it cannot be targeted by god powers. There's the stats on it. We'll also train. It'll just spawn samurai. So I don't know. I think there's like a timer on that. But meanwhile, what I was gonna say is Gaboo is going up to the mythic age. Takes a long time these days, 120 seconds, but gonna be doing it. And we'll see what he goes for as he gets there. We do the Bushido tier, Bushido tier 4 and Bushido tier 3. A lot of farm setup. That's a decent amount of champion samurais. He might be able to work through that building pretty quickly. How many villagers are inside of here? 8 villagers or something around it as well. Where is Gaboo's army? Okay, he's currently aging up, so this isn't ideal. Those horse archers, good for raiding, I guess, but not great for fighting against a massive samurai, as we see here. Doesn't really get any villager kills, which would have been great if he could have knocked him down, you know, 10 or so vills. Maybe he could have brought himself back closer. I like John as kind of like embracing the age 2 mechanics of getting the Bushido while not aging up. Nice way that you're gonna see a lot of aggressive plays out of Japan, just in general. Do you see some myth units coming across the field to raid? And for the randoms on the south side, gold really hasn't been touched, so it's been pretty safe gathering. H4 is almost here. And there it is. So we've got the Divine Slash. This god power is kind of goofy. I feel like it's a little underwhelming. You'll see it when it happens. Maybe I've been using it incorrectly. So horse archers, he's trying to make a mass of these to try to pick off units, but these samurai just do have pretty decent armor and not just melting away as you might, you know, maybe expect, making a mass of these horse archers. But now he's in the next age. Look at this myth unit. This thing is cool. The Asura. Let's see if we can rotate. Oh yeah, that's a good one. You know, I've never used this photo mode. Let's see what it. Oh, okay, it just takes a picture. Yes, let's quit the photo mode. That's why I feel like getting a nice thumbnail. There they are. There's that chop I was telling you about. Did he just hurt his own units with his god power? Like I said, it's a weird one, and he is using it against himself. So I don't understand that. Stunning any survivors. Okay. So inflict some damage there to his troops. Going to be falling back. The Asura shoots his fire beams. It kind of seems passively as it walks. So that's super strong. That mythic age bonus. I feel like he needs to maybe get a little aggressive here. Don't let John get up to the next age, you know, unscathed. We do see villager count 48 versus 59 is about a 10 vill difference. Not a deal breaker necessarily, but Gaboo is going to be looking to take this TC now, the settlement here in the middle. So basically we got a samurai army versus a cav army. Champion Yumi horse archers. Hey yo, I guess he got that Bushido tier. Yes he did. Moving in for the attack, there's really not a whole lot John can do against it, other than if he just runs straight into him. Okay, so both these players have invested into farms around the town center. We do see John has built his own settlement. So as he took down his opponents, I guess he built his own. And that's able to keep this villager race a little closer than it's been. Okay, looking to build a castle in the middle. It'll zone out this choke nicely, not to mention this goal, but samurai are nearby. Will he be able to actually pick it up? I'm not sure he will be able to. Here comes the blue army. This is a bold move out of Gaboo, but he doesn't bring his army to defend, and ultimately he's going to have to abandon that castle. Creates a little choke point here that'll take a fight if he wants to. This is Asura. Incinerating. Auto attacks with the fireballs. That's pretty nice. Okay, so Gaboo right now looking to press with his Mythic Age myth units, and we do see that John is also aging up with the same god. So this has been quite a mirror, other than them picking different Age 3 options and kind of have different rosters, right? We got a cavalry heavy army versus a samurai heavy army. Wow, these look so cool. Let's look at this. Look at these guys. Holy, sorry for all the rotating. Just like to see the different angles of these at times. I want to see these armies show down. There's gonna be another samurai chop coming up. Don't get too excited. I feel like this extends too far in the observer mode. Like, look how much this is taking up, like a quarter of the screen. Oh, crazy. Nice if it stacked a little bit or something. Okay, so red army pushes north. John's just defending. He's trying to stall as he ages up himself. Okay, what will be the move here next? It looks like a boost in there on Pop Max, looking like maybe he's eyeballing the settlement. I think he wants to maybe expand this. Oh, we do see Cav going for a little raid up here. Not gonna do a ton of damage to that daimyo, of course, though, since they are archers. There we go, he hits the next age. Will he use that samurai chop? I feel like we could see it. You can see if he goes. There it is, samurai chop comes in. And he does some damage there in the back line. Sends some units flying and stunning them. At least a better use than the first samurai chop. That's just a really weird god power. I don't know about that one. It just feels kind of clunky and strange. We do see that invulnerability coming in, or rather the solar shield. I think Gaboo's still gonna be, well, I don't know. Let's see the samurai count. There's a lot of samurai. Gonna be close here. Continuing to fight with the units. I think Gaboo lost most of his army. Yeah. So John's gonna be able to defend this. That Mythic is still alive up top. And now it's gonna be a battle of these giant fireball slingers. Hey, Gaboo has built a castle kind of moving out towards the middle of the map. We'll see if John builds a settlement or goes for his own castle out here in the map as well. These units are awesome. I really like this guy. The Asura Overlord. Look at the fire. Pretty cool. Okay, really using a lot of the myth units in this. It is Age of Mythology after all. As Miko's continuing to gather favor. Okay, cleans up the rest. Now looking at the population, very similar. John doesn't have as much of an eco population though. You see a lot of gold in the bank up here for Gaboo. Going for some healing here. Nice use of that. And oh, look at this. We've got the Onmyoji, which is you can train here at the castle. It is a healer and also does damage versus buildings and myth units. So using that to get some healings in. Gaboo is in the lead score-wise. But what is he going to do with that? Adding another castle. Playing the long game. He's controlling the gold. Gathering all that gold on the top of the map already. Then he's defending the one in the middle. Is working towards having his opponent starved as soon as possible. You see a village center set up in the corner. I was wondering if he was starting any trade early on, but I don't see any traders so far. Lots of upgrades coming in. Okay, trying to get some more population, it looks like, for Gaboo. He's currently researching fortified town centers. Myth units continue to be a menace on the north side. The raids have just been really, really good for Gaboo. He's been just gobbling up villagers left and right. Look at that one, went flying. Shogun trying to do something about it, but yeah, just can't chase it down. Does take that one fight, might lose that last one, but it'll just come back to life, you know, at the tree. It doesn't already have 2 in queue. It looks like there's 1 in queue. You can only have up to 2 total in queue. Other ones just die, like traditional myth units. Okay, he still keeps hovering on the settlement. I don't know if he's expecting his opponent to expand here or if he's just trying to expand there. It's looking like he maybe wants to. A lot of gold in the bank for Gaboo right now. He's been up here really going after that top gold, I guess. Do you see a castle being built as well as a guardhouse? Here comes John's army. Let's see how this one shakes out. There we go. We got the clash going on right now. We've got the Asura Overlord getting in on the action in the middle. Trying to lay out the fireball, but he is almost dead. Down he goes. He could have used the shield on him if he wanted to. Maybe. Yeah. Guess he could have. Okay, John's having a successful attack. Lots of samurai. These villagers trying to build a settlement, so this is the perfect time for him to be here. But I think that settlement will go up. Not before we see the red army completely depleted. John looking pretty nice. Got all these samurai. They just won that fight. I kind of figured they would. The Naganatas are good against archers. These are not archers, so you made a lot of them, all things considered. I understand doing a few raids with them. I think he's all right, but he invested too heavily into a counter unit that wasn't really necessary. So I don't think I've made any archers. Gonna be chasing down some villagers. We got some samurai as well. So John continuing to play support with what he has, providing support to the front line. We do see a market built. Not doing any training yet, but I'm sure it will be. Oh, it's okay. Yeah, there he is. He's training deer caravans. Also has the speed upgrade on the way for them. Okay, so we see that healing coming into effect. John going to the top side, gonna be looking to take out this castle and control the gold mine. So probably be looking to bring villagers up here, I'd imagine. Gaboo is able to escape all the villagers quite nicely. Good timing on that too. This guy has an army he's not able to take at the moment. Okay, we do continue to see both armies kind of positioning here on the northeast side of the map. Don't know what they're doing way out here, but trying to raid the gold, trying to take out the guardhouse and all of that, etc. So Gaboo is pulling back the army for now, not going to be taking that engagement, going to be living to fight another day. Maybe soon. It does look like John's going to be putting a castle where he just destroyed his opponents. So he can say, no, this is my gold. He's got some mining camps on here as well. Oh, there we go. We do see a little bit of that fight. We have Yumi on the background. Is a siege unit. It's not going to do a ton in this engagement. And we do see Asura really going after this fight. These Onmyoji, by the way, are very good against the Myth unit. So he's able to take those out pretty quickly. It's hard to tell who's gonna win with all these healing signs. Now there's like healing signs, yellow glowing swords, blue stuff. There's a lot of effects going on here. It's hard to tell what's happening. We got like a floating samurai. Looks like Gabu's gonna be taking this fight slowly over time. The siege unit ain't doing a whole lot. Champion Yumi archer. So we do have some archers being trained. What the heck was that? Has sword fighting. Okay, it does look like Gabu's able to push past this. Has there been trade set up? He is building some caravans, so trying to future-proof this stuff into the late game. Gabu's building another castle while this settlement is constructed. They're kind of the turf war, fighting over the middle, because that's where the gold is. That's where the trees are going to be, towards the middle. So trying to go at that. Really no harassment down here. It's mostly walled up. If I was him, honestly, I would just finish this wall. But it is what it is. You see Gabu coming in for the attack. Looking to take out the town center. Let's see where our myth unit ran off to. There he is. There he comes back to help out right now with this siege. It's going pretty well for Gabu. He's cleared out another settlement, looking to clear out, or rather a castle, now going for a settlement. Maybe taking that down as well. We got Bushido tier 5, by the way, for John Arbiter and 4 for Gabu. Okay, villagers coming up. I think the plan of these commoners is to build a town center right here. Just looking to have that long-term connection with gotta say, getting ahead with population. But I think John Arbiter realized that the deck was stacked against him. Gabu had so much map control. Did a good job early on expanding with his additional town centers. And in this mirror matchup, we got to see a little bit of everything. But Gabu is going to take the victory over John Arbiter. John went with a nice aggro attack there in the age 2, using that as kind of Bushido bonus to get some champion units earlier than you might expect. But at the end of the day, Gabu is going to take the victory. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this casted game of Age of Mythology. And if you did, give a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more, and I hope to see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.